Well, hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna tie a little shrimp for you. This is a kind I wanna tie. This is a shrimp with hot melt glue shell. So now I'm gonna show you how I do it. First of all, I attach my hook in the vise. The hook is partridge. This kind, CS54B, saltwater shrimp, size 4. And further on, I use some tying thread, GSP thread, free of choice, of course. And I'm gonna use some hot melt glue ice on this shrimp. And I use some grizzly feathers for legs, and some flash and slinky fiber for antennas. And of course I use some hot melt glue in a glue gun for shell back. Well, first of all, attach the hook in the vise. I already done that, and attach the thread. Yeah, sure, I forgot. I use some grayish dubbing as well for the body, and make a little ball between the eyes. Now I take the flash and slinky fiber and I just taper it a little like that, and measure out how long I want the antennas. Tie it onto the hook and just cut off the extended piece and just wind it towards the hook bed like that. And now I take the dubbing, make a little ball of it, like that. And now I take my ice. I hope they're perfectly cured now. Yes, it is. I made it just, you see now, just attach it to the sides and use the natural curve in the mono to make the ice stick out from the body. And attach it like that. Use the scissors, snip it off. Take it on the other side. Just use your rotation in the vise just to access it a little more easily. Yes, that's perfect. Attach it like that and snip off this waste. You can also use this mono to make another piece of ice if you want. That's enough. I got shitloads of it, so it's not so And I also take some more slinky fiber just on the top there, just to taper it and snip off. I want to make a little, well, top on top of the ice. I think the shrimp looks a lot like, more like a shrimp in that way. You see now? Okay. Now you got so far. Then you take your feather, use the curvature like that, and matte side, the shiny side towards you. Attach it. Well, it smells like hot glue in here because I have the hot melt glue in the just beside me. Hope it doesn't glue itself to the table. Yes, now I take some more dubbing and make the body. Well, you have to just be a little bit careful to attach it to your thread. just wind it on like that, backwards towards the hook eye. Yeah, like that. Really nice. This is a pretty fast fly to tie, guys, so well, you can, if you want, leave a piece there. I can do that, just a little dubbing loop like that, just to use for ribbing. Now I just have to put some more dubbing onto the thread, just wind over the thread over like that. Okay, just to be careful with this thread so it don't get stuck in the glue. Now you take your hackle plier, attach it to your feather, and just wind the feather around backwards towards the hook eye like that. See, it's getting a little spiral effect. That's what's important now. You have, of course, attached this feather securely like that. See, now this thread of mine is just wandering around, so you just have to take care of it. Well, just clean off the desk a little bit so it's don't and I like to make a little whip finish, hand whip finish, or whatever we make with your tool or anything like that, so it don't get loose on me. And I take now my scissor and just cut off all the feather, piece of the feather that sticks up, so it won't mess up my glue. Use your now there is the tricky part, just to be sure that this ribbing won't interfere with my glue. I just use my hackle plier and just hang it down so it's out and out of the way. And now I take my hot melt glue gun. This is a big one for my big glues, and you have to use your very nice, be very gentle with it. So I used to start with the front here on the antennas, but squeeze it very tightly. Just go on. Like that. Well, that's about perfect, guys. And have to see if it don't rain on me. It won't. Now, if you want the rib, you have to wait a little bit to make this hot melt glue cure a little bit, because if you want use your ribbing through this, you see it's getting more and more blur. Now it's curing, and well, it's cured enough. You can use your ribbing and it will make segments. If you take it too fast, the thread will cut through the glue and it won't look as good. You can check it with your fingers and see how cured it is. It's getting more and more cured. You see now. Well, I think I have a go with it. Just check it with my fingernails. Yeah. Now I use my old toothbrush. It's free of dental cream. So I just use my and wind it around and use my toothbrush so it don't tie down too much of the feathers. You can pull on it a little and use the segmentation and make the segmentation. You can almost see it. Don't pull too hard because this thread is strong, immensely strong, and it will cut through your glue if you're using too much force. Of course, this is just for the fishermen. The fish don't mind the segments. Well, but what you put on your leader is something you have to believe in. Otherwise you just use another fly. Well, people has asked me, does this glue float? And a little bit, but in addition to this hook and all the other materials, this fly will sink slowly, just like ordinary shrimp will. So this is a perfect material. It's cheap and easy to use. If you have taken your precautions and do like I do now, make the feather go a little, don't interfere with the glue. Feather strands, make it out of the way. Like that. Wow. How about that, folks? I think that become very good. I'm very happy and pleased with it. Of course, you can play around with this kind of glue. You can snip off some fibers here and there. And to make sure of this thread will not unwrap, you can just put a little dab of Ed cement on the thread there. And this fly is immensely strong. It is immensely sturdy, and it's looking natural. This is glue I've used. It is a very solid one. You can get several kinds of solidness on the hot melt glue. You can use different kinds of color glue, red, yellow, gold. We have hot melt glue with flash in it. Everything you can use. Just use your imagination. Well, that's all I had for you folks today. I will again thank you all for watching my videos, and please subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. You will always get the latest video from me. And thank you all, and flight lines, bye bye.